Hi everyone, my name is Rita Benkalti from North Horizon Immigration, and today we have a special guest, David, who's going to talk to us about his own personal path to permanent residency in Canada. So David, do you want to introduce yourself to our audience?
Absolutely. My name's David Bulters. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I moved to Canada about 4 years ago to pursue acting and then fell in love with bartending, which is what I do now. Pretty intense cocktail bartending when I can get hold of it.
Yeah.
And the odd little acting job and stunt job here and there.
Very nice. So David, can you tell us how your dream started of wanting to come to Canada? How did you explore before coming here and taking the decision?
Yeah, sure. My parents brought me to Canada when I was 7 and I fell in love with it. So I always wanted to spend some time over here. I thought I was going to end up at a ski slope or something like that. And so when I finished a contract back home, I decided that I was going to go and travel to Canada and spend 6 months here, do a working holiday, just have a bit of fun. And then I fell in love with it. So after I had a 2-year visa. After the first 2-year visa, I reapplied for an extra year on top of that, and I realized immediately that I was going to want to spend more time here.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd go for permanent residency.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you arrived with the working holiday visa for Australians.
Yes.
For 2 years, and then you had a job offer.
No, I didn't. When I first arrived here, I didn't have a job offer or anything because I thought I was just going to come over and sort of have fun and explore.
Yeah.
But I got a job in a cocktail bar pretty quickly, and that was where everything sort of started to progress from. And then at the end of that 2 years, because I was part of the old Australian system,
That's why.
yeah, I was one of the last people that was able to get an extension.
On the last year.
Yeah, I came in here Christmas Eve 2014, so I was a week away from not being allowed that extra year anymore.
Yeah, because in 2015 is when they stopped.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you've been in Vancouver the whole time?
Yeah, other than traveling, I've lived in Vancouver the whole time.
Okay, and how did you get to meet us?
My boss at the cocktail bar that I was working at had also been successful in getting their residency through you guys. So and then I think one of my co-workers as well. So I was referred to you from them.
Yeah, it's true. I remember we just received, I received a phone call from the owner of the restaurant, and he was like, hey Rita, one of my workers, he's really good, we want to keep him. He's like, he's in charge of the whole bar, we can't lose him. So
they were lovely. They vouched for you completely and sent me through and were like, yeah, do it. So
nice.
it was good.
So just for me to understand, and even for the viewers to understand it a little bit better, why did you decide to hire professional help instead of just doing it on your own?
I know what I'm like when it comes to that sort of stuff, and I decided that I didn't want to mess up this opportunity by not dotting an I or crossing a T, or not reading something properly or missing a date that I had to have something in by. So I just thought, if I'm going to invest in my future here, then I may as well properly invest and get someone professional to deal with it.
Good, very good choice.
Yeah, it turns out it worked.
It turns out, and you were super fast.
Yeah, it happened so quickly. I mean, the whole process was like 12, 13 months, but once the paperwork was in, I think it was a month.
You were the fastest person so far I've ever heard of.
Yeah, same.
It was 28 days.
Yeah,
it was from January 3rd or something.
Something like that. To Feb.
Before.
Yeah.
Or it was super fast.
It was ridiculous, and I think when I tell other people who are going through this that happened, they get a little jealous.
Yeah, because not everybody gets that.
No, I haven't heard of anyone getting it under 3 months other than me, so I was pretty grateful.
Yeah, we were very excited as well. We were shocked actually when I heard there wasn't, we got a notice of something on your file. I'm like, oh no, when they tell us so soon,
so quickly,
something's missing.
That was what I thought as well. I was like, oh, I'm getting a call. That's strange. All right. Oh, we got it. Okay, cool, great. Yeah, awesome.
Everything's good. All right, and can you tell us a little bit more about your life now here?
Sure. I'm moving in with my girlfriend next month. She's Canadian as well, which is lovely. I'm happy where I live, where I work. This city doesn't feel like it at the moment, but the weather's beautiful in summer. In winter, you get snow. You get full 4 seasons when you're actually in this place. So that's something that I really value. Coming from Australia, you kind of get hot and less hot.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have things like nice little snow flurries during the winter and.
I'm very curious about this.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, and a lot of Australians come to Canada.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, is it really that different of a culture? What would you say?
Culturally, it's actually quite similar in terms of how people interact and you know what people value and stuff like that. To a large degree, Australia and Canada are quite similar.
Yeah.
The biggest difference is where Canada is represented as a cold climate, Australia is represented as a hot climate.
Yeah.
So there are variations. I mean, there is snow in Australia when you want to look for it, and obviously in summer here, especially in the prairies, it can get quite hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a very easy jump to go from Australia to Canada, and also because we're both Commonwealth countries, there's quite a lot of sort of crossover in there.
Yeah.
So another one of the reasons I moved here was because I was working with a Canadian bartender in Australia, and he was like, "Oh, go do your thing."
Okay.
So there's all these little sort of connections, and the amount of Australian Canadian couples you see around is actually kind of hilarious.
A lot.
Yeah.
Even from previous generation.
Yeah.
A lot of people are Canadian Australian.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's been a big thing for generations that Australians come over here for a kind of getaway and Canadians go to Australia for a kind of getaway, because you can't get much further while still being sort of close, if that makes sense. It's just one jump over an ocean, but it feels like a completely different world.
Well, what is in plan for you now for the future?
The big questions, hey? At the moment, I'm focusing on sort of knowledge and skill in the cocktail scene, so I really want to progress in that.
Yes.
There is still the option here and there of doing a little more stunt or acting work down the line, but for the moment, focusing on cocktails and I suppose liquor in general. I'd love to get into distilling at some point, or I'd love to maybe own a little cocktail bar. And
I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
I've tasted your cocktails and they are delicious.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have my own little space and, you know, work for myself and that sort of thing.
Maybe the Aussies bar.
That's it, right? Maybe, or just the immigrants bar. We'll get a Welshman, we'll get an Irish.
Everyone,
perfect.
You know, gets their PR, they get a free drink at
Exactly. Come in and we'll give you a snack with a drink or something.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Well, my last question
Yep.
would be for anyone watching, anyone who's about to start their adventure. Maybe they're in Australia, they want to do the working holiday visa. What advice would you have for them?
If you come over here and you love what you see and what you're doing, and you know that you're going to want to stay longer, get onto things early. I was lucky in that I got 3 years on working holiday visas, but since that's not the case anymore, I knew pretty early on that I was going to want to stay for a lot longer. So I would just say get onto it early, get someone professional who can help you, and I don't know, I suppose just sit down and do the work for it, because you don't want to get it down to the last minute and be stressed out for 3 or 4 months and
so true.
Getting bridging visas and all this sort of stuff, trying to figure it out.
Very good advice, because how fast did those years go by?
Oh, so quick. I can't believe that I've been here for 4 years.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And your first year of working holiday, you're kind of just overwhelmed and doing everything.
You're exploring, you're having fun.
Second year, maybe things are getting serious. You were lucky because you had the third year. But for people who are coming in now, definitely to think about things early and act early is...
Yeah, and I would say generally from what I've heard, people know pretty quickly whether they're going to stay or whether they're not. And it's just a matter of acting on it at the right time.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, for sharing your story with us.
My pleasure.
For trusting us with your PR process. You're always going to be the one who got it the fastest at the
Well, that's a nice title to have. I'll take that.
Definitely. And best of luck with all your projects.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.